Letter 89. To my well-beloved and Reverend Brother, Mr. Robert BLAIR. Mr. Robert BLAIR was born at Irvine in 1593. After completing his education at the College of Glasgow, he there held for several years the office of Regent, during which time he was licensed as a probationer for the Holy Ministry. Having a strong desire to go to France, he was encouraged to this by M. Busnage, a French Protestant minister who visited Scotland in 1622. But Providence ordered his lot otherwise. He was induced to accept the charge of Bangor in Ireland and was admitted in the year 1623. Here he laboured with great diligence and success, and there, being in the same part of the country, several other devout ministers, by mutual cooperation, they were instrumental in producing in the north of Ireland a change upon an ignorant and irreligious people, much resembling the effects of the preaching of the gospel in the apostolic age. But this good work was not allowed to go on unopposed. In the autumn of 1631, he was suspended from his ministry by the Bishop of Down. In May 1632, he was deposed, and in November 1634, solemnly excommunicated, and all this simply for non-conformity. In these circumstances, he and some other ministers similarly situated, together with a considerable number of people, formed the purpose of going to New England, and actually embarked in 1636. But the tempestuous state of the weather forced them to return. He then came over to Scotland, and in 1638 became Minister of Air, from which, by a sentence of the General Assembly, he was soon translated to St. Andrews, where he and Rutherford lived in the warmest friendship until the rise of the controversy between the Resolutioners and Protesters, which in some degree disturbed their mutual good understanding. Rutherford was a strong protester. BLAIR regretted the extremes, as he conceived, to which both parties went, and with Mr. James Durham of Glasgow endeavoured to restore harmony between them, but without success. In 1661, he was summoned before the Privy Council for a sermon he had preached, in which he bore testimony to the covenanted Reformation, as well as against the defections of the times. He was sentenced to be confined to his own house, but afterwards permitted to retire to Musselburgh. He next removed to Kirkcaldy, and from thence to Michael Custon, in the parish of Aberdour, where he died on the 27th of April, 1666. See Life of Robert BLAIR, issued by the Woodrow Society, 1848.